I would be remiss if I did not mention the gunman. Follow up of the Jacob Blake incident. The gunman, 17 years old enough to know better, went in to the Wisconsin protest, opened fire, killing 2 people, and then the audacity of the law enforcement there, of the National Guard, whatever they call themselves nowadays, I don't even feel, walks right past them and literally says, as he's approaching the 3 to 4 cops ahead of him, "I have a firearm. I am carrying a firearm." This is his quote. This is him quoting. And then other people are behind him, group of people saying, he has a firearm. He's shooting, killing people. What in your right mind, as a protector and server of the Wisconsin, of the Tennessee, of the Michigan, whatever state you live in, community, do you say and see an armed, this is crazy to me. This fool was armed, clearly had a firearm strapped to his body, and literally said out the, "What more do you want? What more do you want?" I shouldn't have to break this down. What more do you want? "I have a firearm." People behind him, he's carrying a firearm. He's killing people. You as an officer, you hear these things, and you let him walk right past you? Yeah. This is the America that we know. This is the America that lets armed citizens or armed terrorists, let's just call it like it is. They said he was part of a militia. He wasn't part of no militia. He's a terrorist. He's out killing people. And for what? To protect a business? If you were to even protect your business, you wouldn't do it in the way you did it. You wouldn't have a firearm, go out to a protest, peaceful protest, and kill random strangers who have nothing to do with the Jacob Blake incident. They're just protesting of what the issues are at stake, which is systematic racism. That has not changed. It has been systematic racism for the past centuries. Like, I don't know how in the world you could even remotely think that this armed man was not a threat, but yet you see Jacob Blake, an unarmed man who was trying to break up a fight, and I don't see how the two compare. This man, this is not a man, this is a kid, but I mean, he's 17, he's old enough to know better, walked past 3 to 4 cops with a firearm strapped. Clearly, it's dark. At the lights, you can see this kid has the strap. And wasn't arrested till either later that night or the next day. He should have been shot on sight. I know that's not the right thing to say. I know that's not the citizen and moral, but that is a threat. Clearly, I don't know all the protesters who were there, but clearly, this is the only armed person out of the entire protest. This is the only armed person. This is one person. Yet the National Guard is out here in different since 2020 has started. The National Guard has been sent to different cities in this country to gun down, let's just call it like it is, and to overpower and use their power to use excessive force on unarmed protesters, peacefully protesting. Yet, when one person who actually is armed, but why am I saying it? Why am I saying this? This is America. This is what black people have been used to. This is the America that we know. This is the America that we know. Because not everybody goes through these things. What more is there to be done? What more evidence? It's all there. The man was armed. Evidence. Jacob Blake, unarmed. Evidence. Footage. I mean, what more do you want in both scenarios? What more do you want? I don't... It does not register with me that this man gets away with having a firearm strapped to him very visibly by the officers, yet he can just walk right past them? Why? And the officers had the audacity to congratulate this fool for thank you for protecting and thank you. He's not part of the National Guard. This is a 17-year-old kid. They should have saw how young this kid looked. They should have been like, oh, this is not a National Guard. He has no uniform. He's got a t-shirt on. What is this? It's the America that we know. That's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, there's footage is there. The footage is there. When is real change going to happen? When? We have been demanding for this change now for centuries. At some point, yes, you can change the name of football teams. Great. You can have first black NFL owner. You can have that. Cool. You can have the first black CEO of Reddit or this company. Fine. That's not what I'm asking for. We're not asking for handouts. We're not asking for all these things. That's great. That's wonderful. First black owner in NFL. That's great. About time, but that's great. For first black CEO of this company. Fine. But I asked for steak and eggs. You keep bringing me this meatloaf and potato salad. I don't want this. I appreciate it. You keep bringing me meatloaf, potato salad, and chicken. I love it. Great. But that's not what I want. I want steak and eggs. I want my steak and eggs. I want my systematic racism fixed. I want the systematic racism that has been in this country and molded into the core of the law enforcement that has been corrupt for centuries. I want that fixed. I want that removed, and I want a new law or new rules implemented in that system. That's what I want. I want my steak and eggs. Not this potato salad over here. I don't want that. I don't want the enchiladas. I don't want that. I want real change. I want the systematic racism to not be a thing anymore. That's what I want. Can you do that? That's great. You keep bringing me all these great things for the country and adding all these, implementing these new policies. That's great. But what the problem? The problem right here. Where's that at? I don't see it. And of course I'm not going to see it. It's not being heard. We're never heard. We're only heard until after the fact. We're reactive, not proactive. We always get starstruck. Always. 2020 has proven that. 2020 has proven where people's hearts really lies. What people really believe, what people really think in the back of their minds. 2020 has proven that. With the coronavirus, with the protests, with all of these things. With the police brutality, all of it. You've proven it. It's evident and clear. Evidently clear to me. America doesn't want to change. Matter of fact, America hopes it never changes. Hopes it stays the same. You say you want to change, let it mold over. That's it. Sweep it under the rug. When? Maybe one day we will find out.